Well, we had two bad days. First, we lost against Reda, the derby, and the day later we lost the game with the under 21 in our stadium against Reda. So, two times, big disappointment, frustration with the young players, frustration with the old players who played the day before. So we talked together yesterday, we trained, we tried to change our mind during the training, and at least I saw a reaction yesterday's training. So we will try to do, not try, we will do exactly the same thing today, hoping that we will wake up at the right moment in this last direct line to the finish, where we have 4 games that can still give us another feeling at the end of the season.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أول شيء طبعا مباراة مهمة، لازم على الفريق إنه يركز ب3 نقاط. إن شاء الله يعني نقدم اللي علينا ونفوز في المباراة إن شاء الله. هذا.
Well, you know, if not 3 or 4 players from Alain commit suicide, I think the battle for the championship is over. However, be vice champion at the end of the season. If you are not, for one or another reason, not good enough to be champion, be the vice champion is something very important. And we have at least this, we have still in our own hands, so not through this big chance away to be second in the league, because we played fantastic football, and then we had a longer period where we missed something. So if you are not, for one or another reason, not good enough to be champion, be vice champion. And then in the President's Cup, we will see. But it's not President's Cup, it's still competition, and I want to focus, and I'm sure my players, they want only to focus on these 4 important games. Yeah, the point is, I try to look all the games from the under 21. If I have a possibility, I watch every game. Last game from the day after our game, I looked first half of their game, and I looked the last 25 minutes of the second half. And I'm waiting till somebody shows me that he's better than those that I have. Because if somebody shows me that he is better than somebody who plays, I have no reason not to make him play. For the moment, it's not the case. For the moment, there are some players who show me on training more than in their games that they have qualities. The best example is the guy who sits next to me. On training, sometimes he does amazing things, and then in the game, for one or another reason, it doesn't work out this way. I know that especially for the guys who play in the offensive sector, sooner or later they will need to have experience. And experience they will only have if they play. So I will put a young player from the beginning when I have the feeling that he is better than the one that I have on the pitch. If this is not the case, anyway, they can help us, sometimes in the second half, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes. The important thing is that I have the feeling that they show me something on training, because I think the level of the young players this season went up more in training than in their games. Because in their games, what I would like to see, that the progress that I see in training, that they do the same thing in games. Until now, there's some thing I'm still waiting for that still did not happen till now to be totally positive. But they have quality. I admit that they have quality, but quality you have to show on the moment that you have to show it. And the first moment to show it is when there is your game from the -21. That's your moment to show it. No. Well, they have the same problem as we have a little bit, because we have a player who's very important for us, who played in the midfield, who is injured now, already 4 weeks, Khamis. I think Bani Yas has the same player who plays also in the national team, next to Khamis even, who is out now 4 weeks. And I think since he is out, Bani Yas did not win one game. So that means how much important this player is important for Bani Yas as Khamis is for Jazira. That's why I hope that we will have the recuperation as soon as possible for at least for the President Cup, that Khamis will be in full position of his strength to help us to win this cup.
نحن بسوي شيء، نحن اللي علينا ما نركز لا بظروف بني ياس ولا جزيرة. يعني اللي علينا الحين آخر 4 مباريات نركز عليهم إن شاء الله الفوز، يعني 3 نقاط ولا غيرها. يعني نحن نحاول، يعني هاي نحاول قدر ما نقدر نحل المشاكل، يعني أي مشاكل علينا، وإن شاء الله في المباراة نفوز بغض النظر. يعني بني ياس فريق كبير لا بنحترمه، لكن جزيرة إن شاء الله قادر على الفوز إن شاء الله. والله سبب غيابي هذا أول شيء وآخر شيء عند المدرب. نحن اللي علينا نشد حيلنا في الملعب. إذا يعني ناداني ولا قال لي ادخل الملعب أنا جاهز يعني في أي وقت. هذا رأي المدرب في النهاية.